It's me again. How you doing, Mr. Extraordin? Wow, what do I want to talk about? Well, I want to talk about another film. I think I've mentioned this before that when it comes to the big two, by the big two I'm referring to Marvel and DC, that I like them both, but I just like DC a bit more than I like Marvel. Because I feel like they were the pioneers. The stories just always inspire me to want to write something, draw something, do my own thing. So I just gravitate towards DC a lot more than I do with Marvel. So I want to talk about a DC animated film that was released I think in 2011 called Batman Year One, which is based on a comic book from the same name that was created by, or rather written by, Frank Miller. And I think the artist was I just don't want to butcher the guy's name. I think it is David Mazzucchelli. Yeah, I think he was the artist. He was the illustrator. So Batman Year One basically focuses on, um, I guess, two main characters, which are Jim Gordon, who is voiced by Brian Crest, Brian Cranston. Brian Cranston plays Walter White in Breaking Bad. He's also the father in Malcolm and the Middle. He was Zordon in Power Rangers, the latest live action film that we got. And Batman is voiced by Ben McKenzie, who plays James Gordon in Gotham the series. And you have Elizabeth Dushku, or Dushku, who plays Selena Kyle. I'm familiar with Eliza Dushku from a series that I used to watch as a kid called True Calling. Very beautiful woman. So basically, yeah, it focuses on those characters. Basically, um, Jim Gordon moves to Gotham with his wife Barbara, and he's basically a new recruit um, in Gotham PD, and he quickly realizes how corrupt the police department is. But his intention is to basically still be a good cop despite the corruption at Gotham GP. Um, Gotham PD, and man, they definitely give him a warm welcome at the police department. By that I mean, yeah, it's not the best experiences that anyone could ever have when they're joining a new place of work. But you can tell that Gordon has a lot of experience with such treatment, and he faces it head on and still challenges um, you know the corruption within the department. What I like the most about him is that they actually flesh him out as a character a bit more than some of the times that we've seen him in a lot of other films or other series or other animated projects. Um, you can actually see that he's a competent detective. He saves quite a number of people within the film and gets a lot of coverage from the newspapers, which actually doesn't sit well with the commissioner at the time of the police department, who has ties with, I believe, Falcone, and Falcone is a mafia boss, who has connections with a lot of other people. So the fact that um, Gotham Police Department is actually has someone who's actually messing up with some of things that they are busy dealing with on the sly, underground. It becomes a bit of a contention between the commissioner and Gordon, not just the commissioner, but other people like Flash. Flash is Commissioner Gordon's colleague, as well as another guy. I forgot his name. He's also within the police department that has an issue with Gordon. And then with Bruce Wayne, he comes back to Gotham after, I believe, 12 years of being abroad, and he wants to basically, see how he can change the crime in Gotham. He wants to become a force of good and protect the innocent. and he just wonders how he's gonna do that. It becomes a bit of a challenge for him. He feels like he's not prepared, but that's why it's called Year One, because it's like the first year of Batman being introduced in Gotham City. And so he, as he's trying to figure out how he's gonna do this, a bat um, comes into the house, through a window, breaks the window, the glass window, comes in. Then as he sees that bat, he sees there's a sign. The bat lands on his father's statue, and that's when he decides to become Batman. Look, I don't want to get into detail about it. I think it is something that you need to see. You can see him, starting looking for a costume to wear, so that he is not recognized by people. He becomes a bit sloppy, from being sloppy to being a bit more proficient, but I think Frank Miller did a brilliant job coming up with this concept to begin with. And I think we've seen a bit more of that in the latest Batman film, the Matt Reeves one. We've also seen a bit of that in Batman Begins. But I don't think any film has actually done it the way Year One does it. Brilliant take on most of the characters, even Selina Kyle, how she becomes Catwoman. We see her character progress into that. So please check it out. Let me know your thoughts. I'm not sure if some of you have checked it out yet. If you have, please let me know your thoughts on it. The voice acting is great from Billy Cranston's side. Ben McKenzie knows so much, but he doesn't do a horrible job. It's just that we are used to hearing Kevin Conroy, for the most part, playing the role of Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. But he does a decent job, and Elizabeth Dushku's Selina Kyle is not bad at all. I like it. So yeah, check it out, and let me know your thoughts on the film. I personally love it. I really, 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 really love this movie. I don't mind watching it every single day. That's how great it is. So check out Batman Year One, and let me know your thoughts. Maybe this is the movie that might convince you of how great DC is. I know the live action films haven't been doing so great for the most part, but the animated projects, they're just great. They're just great. 10 out of 10, man. I promise you. 10 out of 10 in terms of animation style, the artwork, fight choreography, the scenes, the character growth and development throughout the film. No character feels out of place, neither do they feel forced. Everything is just in place. So I wouldn't necessarily give it a 10 out of 10 holistically, because as I've said, I didn't really like Ben McKenzie's voice that much, but I would give it an 8, a solid 8 out of 10. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Check it out and let me know your thoughts, alright? This is Mr. Extraordinary, and I'll definitely see you on the next one. Alright, cheers.